are spring cleaning today, and that includes the exterior of our home. Here to show us how we can make minor repairs to our driveway is contractor Sebastian Clovis, a.k.a. Coach Clovis. Yes! Oh, my gosh. Coach Clovis, always a pleasure.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Thank you for having me.
Listen, I always learn so much. This is my favorite sport, you and me.
Yeah. We got a good thing going here.
I think we do.
Yeah.
Okay, so today you're going to teach us how to kind of repair our driveway, because driveways can get in rough shape after winter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, it's one of those things that it's not very, aesthetically pleasing. It's not wallpaper. It's just a driveway, but it's very important. And in the springtime, you can see cracks forming and you can see little plants starting to shoot through and it just crumbles the asphalt or the concrete. It gets worse and worse. And so we're going to teach you how to patch those up today because it's very simple.
Okay.
We're going to start with asphalt.
Starting with asphalt. Now, how tricky is this one on the Sebastian skill scale?
Well, on a Sebastian skill scale, this is a 2. This is actually very easy. Asphalt is something that anybody can get done. Okay, so let's talk about, first of all, very quickly, why it's important to patch these cracks as soon as possible.
Totally.
Because as soon as your concrete or your asphalt starts to crack, water starts to go in there. As it goes through the freeze-thaw cycle, it starts to heave, and it just gets worse and worse and worse.
So it's never going to just stay the same. It's always going to get worse. So
patch it right away.
Okay, cool.
Here's how we do it. So the first thing you want to do with your asphalt, first thing you need to understand about asphalt is it's quite malleable. In the summertime, it starts to get a little bit kind of soft and squishy, so it's very easy. So if we have a crack like this, okay, we're going to use a product that looks something like this. This is called ply sticks. This is basically a tube of tar wrapped in plastic.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Where do you get this?
Any big box store.
Oh, right on, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Very easy to use. You're gonna get your crack. If the crack is not quite big enough to fit this in, you can get your little screwdriver and just open it up a little bit, get all the debris out of there, drop your ply sticks right into that crack.
Okay.
And then you're gonna get your heat gun, turn it on, and melt it down.
Okay.
All right? It's gonna smell like the summertime. You know that tar smell in the summer with the trucks going by?
You know when you're driving on the highway and you're like, what is, and then you see the tar truck, and you're like, oh, yeah.
That's exactly how this is gonna smell. It's stinky. So we're not actually gonna melt it in studio. I'm gonna save everybody. But when it's all said and done, it's gonna look kind of like this.
Okay, cool.
Okay?
Yeah.
The reason why I like this product is because when it melts down, it really adheres and bonds into all the kind of the crevices, pulls it all together. And is it beautiful? No. But does it work? Yes.
Yeah, I love that. Again, because it kind of melts into all those nooks and crannies, gluing it in there.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Now, what if I maybe don't have a crack? What if I have a giant hole?
Right. If you got a giant hole, then what we're gonna have to do is something that's called a cold patch. Okay, so you can just go and grab a bag of asphalt, which just looks like this, right from your big box store. And what you have to do first is prep the site. So, of course, it's not gonna crack in a perfect square like what we have right here. So you can grab just a regular, putty knife, screwdriver. You kind of square it out, clean up the edges, right? Any debris, you can get your vacuum.
Get it on out of there?
Yeah, not your wife or your mom's vacuum.
I was gonna say, I was like, do not touch my vacuum, Sebastian Clovis. That's the garage vacuum.
Exactly. So clean it up. Once it's clean, you get your asphalt that you're just gonna get out of a bag. Okay, I got some in a little sandcastle bucket here.
Is this your own personal sandcastle bucket?
Yes.
Okay, I like that. Excellent, yeah.
All right. And we're gonna pour it in. Now, once we pour this in, we have to tamp it down.
Okay.
So I have a tamper right there.
Very professional looking.
Okay, I made the tamper.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get your asphalt, you're gonna pour it in there, and then you're gonna get your tamper. Go ahead, Mary.
Okay. What do I do? Just hit it?
Just give it a little couple smacks.
Oh. Yeah?
Yeah.
Kind of?
Pretty good.
Okay, pretty good. Yeah.
That's it.
Now, if you didn't make your own, can you rent a tamper?
Now, of course, we're doing a small patch, so I just made this little thing very quickly. If you're doing a big patch, you can just rent a tamper.
Nice.
It's $20 at the big box store for a couple of hours. You can put your full force into it. You really do want to tamp it down so that it's nice and strong.
Totally.
Once you get there, you get a sealer, seal it up.
Okay.
12 hours later, park your car on there, and you're done.
That is good. Sebastian, I feel so accomplished. I need to do this to my driveway.
All right.
Yeah.
Not too bad, right? It's a 2.
Okay, 2.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
That's not bad. We can do that. That's like low effort. I feel like that's good. Now, what about if we have a crack? What if our driveway isn't asphalt and it's concrete?
Okay, this is a little bit more difficult. So on the Sebastian skill scale, this is a 3.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
nice.
Now, the reason why it's a 3 is because, of course, it's concrete. It's much harder to kind of work with than the asphalt is. All right, so if we have a crack that's forming in the concrete, we can't just kind of open it up the same way that we can with the asphalt.
Yeah.
It's very hard.
Totally.
And so although you can use plastics in concrete as well, if it's too big and you can't get it into that crack, the first thing you're gonna do is get some cleaner.
Okay.
You want to get any grit, grime, oil stains off of the concrete.
Totally.
And then you're gonna get your makeup brush or your kitchen.
That's my potato brush. He stole my potato brush.
You're gonna get Mary's potato brush.
Yeah.
Okay, this is supposed to be a wire brush.
Okay.
This is for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, okay.
Right? But you're gonna get your brush and you're gonna clean it off.
Okay.
Once it's all clean, you got the grit, you got the grime out of there, you're ready to patch it.
Okay.
You're gonna grab the caulking gun.
This is fun.
Now, this
Yeah.
is a concrete repair mortar right in a tube. This is concrete in a tube, essentially.
Okay.
Okay, so if the crack is thin, you can get in there, go ahead, you know what to do with it.
Okay,
You know
we
what
go
to
in,
do.
we go in, we just scooch on in and then, oh, this is fun.
Pump it, pump it,
Okay, pump it. Oh, this is nice. Oh my gosh, this is fun. It feels like I'm decorating a cake.
Okay, that's enough.
Am I too slow?
All right,
Am I too slow?
You're having too much fun.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so this is going to leak for the next 5 minutes.
Okay.
So we'll put that over there.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, but look at that. Now all you're gonna do is get your trowel.
Yeah.
You can trowel it out.
Nice.
Right? Fit everything in there so that it's nice and level. And you're done.
And you're done.
You're done.
Amazing. That was fantastic.
Very
so
good.
that wasn't too tough, but I feel like this is going to be a little trickier.
This is a slight bit trickier.
Yeah.
So if you've got a big crack happening in your concrete, you have to do essentially the same thing. You got to prep it with your cleaner and your potato brush, and then you're going to square out the patch. What's very important when you're squaring out that patch is that the sides of the patch are going straight down.
Okay.
They're not on an angle. Okay. You want that concrete to sit right in there. Now, what you need to understand about concrete is that you can't bond. New concrete won't bond to old concrete without a bonding agent.
Oh.
Okay, so if you just go and put new concrete in here, it's gonna flake out, chip out, and you're gonna be back there the next spring doing the same thing.
God, it needs like a matchmaker, something to bring them together.
It needs a concrete matchmaker, man. Mary, you make things sound so sweet.
There you go.
Okay, so we either have to use a bonding agent when we're putting just regular concrete on there, or we can go with a product like this, which is a self-bonding cement. This has an adhesive built right into it. It's specifically for this kind of thing.
Okay.
Okay, so I got some mixed up already.
Right on.
All right, why don't you take that?
Okay, cool.
I'll take this.
Okay.
And let's do a patch.
Okay, how do I dump this? Do I just hold it? Scoop it?
You hold it, I'll scoop it.
Okay, hold and scoop. Yeah.
Oh, it's starting to dry up, isn't it?
Classic concrete, am I right, guys? Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna get that in there.
So concrete is it kind of like wet sandy? Like it's like kind of mushy.
It is, when you're doing a patch like this, you don't want to mix your concrete too wet.
Okay.
Okay, you want it to be fairly dry. You see, mine is fairly dry. Okay, it's drying out a little too much because I mixed it outside before the segment. All right? But you don't want it to be like soupy. You do want it to be fairly dry and get in there. This is a bit too dry.
Okay.
But this is generally the idea.
Okay.
You're gonna take your trowel, you're gonna trowel it out so that it's nice and level.
Yeah.
And essentially, although it's not beautiful.
I was gonna say she's not the cutest, but is she functional?
Very functional.
Very functional.
And it is gonna extend the life of your concrete driveway magnificently.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. Now, you have one last tip for everybody, right?
I got the same tip that I want to say every single time. It's the golden rule. Read the instructions. All right? Read the instructions, arm yourself with the information, because these skills will last you a lifetime.
Coach Clovis crushed it yet again. Nicely done. Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.